Hange, Zoe and their team discover a titan sealed inside the wall. Pastor Nick of the wall cult arrives and urges the team to cover it from sunlight with sheets. However, Pastor Nick refuses to tell Hange why it is there, even after they threaten to kill him, leading Hange to suspect that there are more wall titans hidden within the walls. Meanwhile, Irwin Smee, TH is informed that Wall Rose was breached and titans are roaming inside. 12 hours earlier, the rest of the 104th Cadets are stationed at an outpost when titans are seen advancing from the south. Mish Zacharias orders the soldiers and cadets to spread out and inform the nearby villages and the capital about the titans while he stays behind to delay them. Mish buys enough time and prepares to escape, but is captured by a beast titan, which is ape-like in appearance and capable of speaking. Mish hesitates to respond when the beast titan inquires about his omnidirectional mobility gear, so the beast titan strips Mish of his omnidirectional mobility gear and leaves him to be eaten by the other titans. Aman Alelt and Hange each deduce that the wall titans sealed within the walls provide its strength. The scout regiment depart from the Stohes district to deal with the titans that appeared inside Wall Rose, and Hange takes Pastor Nick along, intending to gain more information from him. Meanwhile, Sasha Bros rushes to Doppler in order to warn her father and the villagers. She arrives to find the entire village deserted except for a woman being eaten by a titan, and her daughter nearby in a state of shock. Sasha takes the girl and flees, but they are chased by the titan. Deciding to stay and fight while urging the girl to run away, Sasha succeeds in blinding the titan with her arrows just as a group of villagers, including her father and the girl, return to pick her up. Meanwhile, Connie Springer and his group arrive at Rugako, only to find that it had already been attacked by titans. Upon reaching his house, Connie discovers a titan on its back trapped inside, and he wonders how it was able to travel so far from the walls since its legs seem too feeble to support its body. Connie learns from Lynn and Jelger that his family could still be alive since there are no traces of carnage, but before Connie rejoins his group to find the breach in the wall, he is startled. Ian the Titan in his house faintly speaks and welcomes him back home. Elsewhere, Krista Lenz tells Ymir not to worry about her when the latter asks Nanaba and Henning to allow the two to leave their group. Both groups eventually meet up at nighttime, discovering that no breaches occurred at the walls and deciding to rest up at Castle Uthgard. Meanwhile, Eren Yeager learns from Hange he could learn how to seal the breach in the Shiganshina district, seeing as the crystallized skin from Annie Leonhardt as the female titan is the same material from the walls. Pastor Nick eventually reveals to Hange that Krista is the key to finding all the answers. Soon after, Sasha arrives and hands Hange a scroll from Irwin, advising Hange and the scouts to head to Castle Uthgard. In the meantime, the beast Titan leads the other titans to attack Castle Uthgard. This prompts Nanaba, Henning, Lynn and Jelger to defend the 104th Cadets. 2 hours before the attack by the titans at Castle Uthgard, the 104th Cadets rest as their seniors keep watch. Connie mentions that the titan he encountered at Rugako resembled his mother, but Ymir plays it off. Raina Braun becomes suspicious when Ymir is able to read The unknown language on a food can labeled herring. The titans soon appear, and the senior soldiers hold them off from the outside while the 104th Cadets defend themselves against smaller titans that have breached the castle. In the process, Raina has his arm badly injured after it is bitten by a titan. After clearing the area of titans, the beast titan throws chunks of Wall Rose at the castle, killing the group's horses. A second wave of titans subsequently attack the castle, and the senior soldiers are soon overwhelmed and killed. As the titans surround the tower which the unarmed 104th Cadets are on, Ymir jumps off the tower and transforms into a titan in order to honor a promise that she made with Krista. In the past, Krista and Ymir became lost in a blizzard during their winter training in the mountains as cadets. while trying to save fellow cadet Daz. Ymir accused Krista of having a death wish rather than saving Daz for selfless reasons. She was also aware that Krista is an UNW anted illegitimate daughter of a nobleman's mistress who was forced by the Wall cult to change her name and join the army. Ymir then made Krista promise that she must live her own life if she ever reveals her true name. Back in the present, Ymir transforms into a small, nimble, intelligent titan and fights off the other titans. Krista tells Ymir to destroy the tower in order to crush the titans. As the tower begins to collapse, Ymir orders Krista and the others to grab onto her. Despite this effort, the titans overwhelm Ymir, but Hangi and the other scouts arrive on time to save the 104th cadets. With the battle over, Krista attends a gravely injured Ymir as the rest of the 104th cadets learn that Ymir is an intelligent titan. Just before Ymir loses consciousness, Krista reveals that her real name is Hastoria Reese. The scouts prepare to take the comatose Ymir to the Trost district for medical attention. Later, Hannes comes with his vanguard and reports that the walls were never breached. Before leaving for the Trost district, Eren learns that Reiner and Bertholdt are the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan, respectively. Reiner explains that the mission to destroy all of humanity can be avoided if Eren would simply join them. 12 hours earlier in the Ermite district, Hangi explained that the scroll received from Sasha contained a background report on Annie, suggesting a connection with Reiner and Bertholdt. As all three are from the same area but otherwise have little information available. The scouts eventually realized that they may have helped Annie find Eren's location within the formation during the 57th expedition. Therefore, Hange ordered the others to keep an eye on Reiner and Bertholdt without raising undue suspicion. Back in the present, Reiner and Bertholdt both shift into their Titan forms, despite a quick intervention by Mikasa Ackerman. The Armored Titan grabs Eren and slides down the wall as the Colossal Titan grabs Ymir. Feeling betrayed, Eren shifts into a Titan and begins to fight the Armored Titan. As Eren and the Armored Titan engage in battle, the Colossal Titan consumes Ymir and another scout. Hange and the other scouts move in for an attack. But the Colossal Titan releases an enormous amount of steam, wounding several scouts and preventing further attacks. The Armored Titan gains the upper hand in his fight against Eren, and the situation seems desperate even with assistance from Mikasa. However, Eren uses hand-to-hand combat techniques that he learned from Annie during their recruit training, enabling him to inflict serious damage to the Armored Titan. Eren obliges when Armin implores him to fall back to the wall for his own safety. As the Armored Titan charges Eren once more, Eren utilizes grappling techniques said by Hange in order to overcome his strength disadvantage and regain the upper hand. Eren is nearly successful at beheading the Armored Titan and extracting Reiner from within, only to be foiled and the Armored Titan roars for assistance. The Colossal Titan begins to deteriorate and plummets towards Eren and the Armored Titan. The Colossal Titan hits the ground, releasing a massive amount of steam. The Armored Titan frees itself from being grasped and extracts Eren from his Titan, while Bertholdt carries the still unconscious Ymir and uses stolen omnidirectional mobility gear to leave with the Armored Titan. 5 hours later in the Trost district, the military divisions are informed about the recent battle that took place. Back at the walls, an unconscious Mikasa has a dream about the past, wherein she tried to protect Eren from the neighborhood delinquents, but she is distraught to find him gone when she awakes. Armin tells Mikasa that Eren and Ymir were captured, but nothing can be done in their current state. Hannes reminds Mikasa and Armin that Eren has a steadfast resolve. As Erwin soon arrives with reinforcements, Hange posits that Reiner and Bertholdt may seek the forest of giant trees nearby to safely rest until nightfall, assuming that their goal is to relocate outside of Wall Maria. Eren and Ymir are shown waking in the forest as their bodies begin to regenerate their limbs, while Reiner and Bertholdt watch over them. The scouts depart from Wall Rose to mount a rescue operation. As Erwin leads the expedition away from Wall Rose, Hange requests a horseback ride to Ragako to see the immobilized Titan, but Moblet decides to go in her stead since she is badly injured. Meanwhile, in the forest of giant trees, as Eren and Ymir continue to regenerate their limbs, Ymir points out that not only are they surrounded by Titans, but also Reiner and Bertholdt stole their omnidirectional mobility gear. Reiner and Bertholdt plan to take Eren and Ymir to their hometown, but are waiting until nightfall when the surrounding Titans cannot move. Eren is reminded by Ymir that they are in no position to fight or flee until they regenerate. Reiner begins to ramble about his duty as a soldier and as a warrior, which Ymir deduces that there is confusion between his undercover and real personas. Ymir is highly concerned about the Beast Titan, who caused the recent Titan invasion and may be their real enemy. Reiner then uses Ymir's concern for Historia's safety as leverage to drive a wedge between Eren and Ymir. The discussion is interrupted by the sound of flare guns, signaling the arrival of the scouts. Moblet arrives at Ragako and recognizes the disabled Titan as Kani's mother after seeing a portrait of Kani's parents at the forest of giant trees, after Eren is restrained. Ymir says that Reiner and Bertholdt must take Historia with them. In a flashback, Ymir was worshipped by a cult as a child under supposed royalty. The cult was later apprehended and punished by soldiers, in which Ymir was injected with something and thrown off a wall, resulting in her transforming into a pure Titan. Ymir spent the next 60 years as a Titan until she ate Marcel, a childhood friend of Reiner, Bertholdt and Annie, which returned her to human form. She realized that her freedom of accepting her true identity was why she developed such empathy with Historia. In the present, Ymir convinces Reiner and Bertholdt to allow her to transform into her Titan form and take Historia with them. When the scouts enter the forest, Ymir finds and swallows Historia before rejoining Reiner and Bertholdt. Reiner transforms as the armored Titan, while Bertholdt, Eren and Ymir climb on its shoulders, as they flee at the edge of the forest with the scouts in hot pursuit. As the armored Titan flees, Ymir regurgitates Historia and exits her Titan form in order to explain her seemingly selfish actions to Historia. The scouts close in on the armored Titan, but Mikasa is foiled when the armored Titan blocks her from attacking Bertholdt and saving Eren. The other 104th cadets arrive to reason with Bertholdt, but he professes that there is no turning back from their mission, despite being their comrade. Erwin uses himself as bait to lure a group of Titans charging towards the scouts chasing the armored Titan, and the scouts are ordered to scatter their formation and charge at the Titans. The armored Titan is consequently attacked by the Titans, forcing it to defend itself and release Eren and Bertholdt. Despite Erwin's right arm being bitten off, and Mikasa being injured, Armin manages to distract Bertholdt, allowing them to rescue Eren. Connie and Sasha retrieve Historia, claiming that Ymir is lying about her recent actions. The scouts' retreat is blocked when the armored Titan throws Titans at them, knocking Eren and Mikasa off their horse. Eren and Mikasa then come face to face with the smiling Titan, who originally ate Kala Jaeger. The scouts are at a loss, as more Titans thrown by the armored Titan surround their position. Hannes sacrifices himself protecting Eren and Mikasa from the smiling Titan. After Eren breaks down from failing to transform, Mikasa rekindles his spirit by telling him what he means to her, and he vows to protect her. As he comes in contact with the smiling Titan, he activates an unknown power within him that causes the surrounding Titans to devour it. Ymir realizes that Reiner and Bertholdt want Eren because he possesses the coordinate, the ability to control other Titans. The surviving scouts escape after Eren causes the Titans to go after the armored Titan. Ymir decides to leave Historia in order to save the armored Titan and Berthold from the Titans. A week later, Hange and Connie give a report to Erwin, Levi and Pixis, which reveals that the Titans that appeared within Walrose were the citizens of Ragako. Remembering how many died to rescue him, Eren vows to use his new power to help humanity, while Erwin is determined to learn more of the truth behind the Titans. Elsewhere, the Beast Titan looks out from atop Wall Maria, as a mysterious blonde man with glasses emerges from its back uttering the words, "Not just yet."